Hello my Raven lovers and artists out there, welcome to the new year! I know I'm kind of late to the party, but yeah. There is a lot going on currently, so I don't really have that much time for filming, but I owe you a new sketchbook tour, so let's start with that, shall we? Wait, let me take a seat first. This is pretty uncomfortable while I'm standing. By the way, you might notice the audio quality is pretty bad. I still have this crappy camera, and yeah, always when I'm not doing... I hear someone tapping behind me. Hi, Leo. Wait, you're right. Where was I? Yeah, so always when I'm not doing the voiceover stuff, the audio sounds pretty bad. I hope you can live with that. So let's jump right into that, shall we? I hope you can see everything good enough. It's really hard for me to find the right angle here. Because I need to zoom in to let you see all the details, but then you don't see the whole spread. And when I zoom out, it's not... I really need a boom arm, guys. So, what do we have here? First spread. I'm not really proud of this one, but yeah. Let me just... Yeah, this was just a little practice of facial expressions, and also the first one of the draw with me's for last year. And back then I told to you that I said to you that I would take you with me on lots of pages for this goddamn sketchbook, and then it didn't really happen, did it? I mean, we had like 2 or 3 draw with me's the whole year. Sorry about that. Hey, Leo, what do you have? Huh? You wanna come over again and ruin my sketchbook too? I know people love that, so no complaints about that. So I kind of left this page blank because I was kind of scared to ruin the other side, but the paper is pretty good and not showing things through, so perhaps I still could use that page. Who knows? So here was the first day of Draw Some Squad for last year, and the prompt was bears. Let me zoom in again, and it's zooming completely wrong. Oh, come on! With refocus. This video is a mess. Turning back into accents. Let me just... Oh, so, come on, refocus. Yeah, so I refocus. Did a few panda. So yeah, so I did a few panda studies. Some lovely panda bears. Here, you can see that. So again, for those of you who don't know, Draw Some Squad is a weekly challenge hosted by Aurora's Art World and Jen's Wild About Art, and every single week there's a new prompt you can study or do a whole illustration from. It's pretty fun. I was participating the whole year this time, but so complete last year. That's what I want to say. Oh, I hate to do this without script. And which is pretty sad, because last year there weren't really much people participating in. I will put a link down in the description. Both channels, Aurora's Art World and Jen's Wild About Art, so if you're interested in these challenges, you can just subscribe to them so you always have a weekly upload about the prompts and can participate in a few of them if you want to. It's also pretty good to complete a sketchbook. So, next page. This is the next prompt. We had drawers. Not really drawing. Get it? And here are some really rough concept sketches that you might not even be able to understand. And we need to resize again. I'm so sorry, guys. I will need a boom arm. If some of you can spend a few dollars or euros for me, I would appreciate it, so I can finally get a boom arm for those stupid videos. Yeah, you might have seen that one on Instagram. Maybe I will put in a picture of it on the screen. And Leah is tapping on my computer. You want to say hi to her? Wait a second. Wait a second. Since Hugina's not here, you might want to see at least one. So, oh, maybe standing behind it is better? Yeah, I might do this. It's not that comfortable, but I guess the view is better for you. Yeah, I might do this. It's not that comfortable, but I guess the view is better for you. So, what do we have next? Here the prompt was hearts. I completely forgot what I wanted to say. It's also from Drossel's Squad. I just did a few things like heart-shaped ponies and a little Leo sketch because she is in my heart all the time. Right, honey? Even if you sit down on my commissions the whole time when I want to work, right? Here are some studies from Murray. Murray was far ahead still at this point, but I wanted to prepare myself, get some ideas for some... Oh god dang it. So, yeah, unfortunately though, I didn't really do much for Mermaid. I was stuck with one illustration that's not even done yet, because then suddenly there came a lot of other things up that I wanted to do, and I was super ambitious with them as usual, so Mermaid was kinda, yeah. Let's see if I can manage to do this year. I have not really high hopes for that, because May is, well, I mean, it's still a few months, but not that much, and when I think about all the stuff that I still want to do... For my coffee banner, you already know how this banner looks like, at least to most of you. It's that one that I also used for my business card. By the way, isn't that a pretty business card? Credit also to my friend Anna Gambas, or Cryptica, on Instagram, who helped me with the typography, because Krita is not really good for typography, and she has Photoshop, so she did the whole typography for me. Thanks for that, Anna. Here we had another draw some prompt. Yes, and my cat is crying for attention. That's great. And here are some thumbnails for it, and I ended up doing this one over here, or at least here is a study of at our living room table. Didn't know what else, and I need to study non-organic things anyway. To be fair, it has a pretty organic shape, so even though it wasn't completely accurate, it turned out quite okay. So then we had clams. The year before we had seashells as prompt, and this time we just had a specific seashell as prompt. Not much to say about that. Here are some anatomy studies, some gesture drawings. I like to do those things. Yeah. This one was in this way on Google Images, and I thought this is great. I have all the keyframes for an animation. I need to get this done and try it out once. But I haven't tried out the animation yet. But I like to see all the important parts of the movement in the image. So yeah, it was great for me, for an animation sucker like me. So what do we have here? Foxes, right. The prompt here was wildlife, and there are so many animals out there that I love to draw. I love to draw animals anyway. There we had the prompt Super Mario. Quite nice to do something more cartoony and simplified once in a while. It's pretty fun and so colorful. And here we have something. This is something I might do in one of the next few draw with me's. I try to train my left hand. I used to be a left-handed. Maybe I will do an animated storytelling about how this was all happening. Those of you who are a bit older might get an idea how that came to be, but I getting a carpal tunnel or something like that, or I fall bad and break my wrist or something, then I can't work. And I want to stay productive at any cost. So I try to get the same kind of skill level for my left hand, which will of course take a while, but practices I did with my left hand. No, wait a second, those are thumbnails for an Endora project, which is still ongoing. Kind of funny thing, it's for Vin's Spring event of last year. Spring of last year is already over. Let's see if I can manage to get this done this spring. I doubt that. So, and here those are some left hand practices. And yeah, this was another one of the draw with me's we did together, where I tried to find an idea for a specific art competition, illustration competition. And at the end, with the help from all of you, I decided to do this one. Considering the fact that I'm not really good with digital art yet, and I did it digital, it was okay. It didn't win, of course. It was like the last competition I did for last year, because then I decided to focus on other things and with roomies. So the next prompt we had on Drawson Squad was hobbits. Yeah, I tried to do some, I don't know, try to sketch out this the way they live, you know, their houses, and it didn't really work out. Yeah, so I just did this little portrait of for us Germans, it's Bubble. So, yeah, next, oh yeah, new left hand practices. Yeah, I mean, considering that I did this with my opposite hand, not so bad, right? So here there was another prompt for Drawson Squad. It was a lit candle. So I did this, practice a bit cross-hatching again. Kind of like the effect. It's not super professional, but I would like it. And this was maybe one of the last draw with me's, perhaps definitely the last draw with me from last year, where I collected an idea for this one mermaid illustration, which is still not done, with the jellyfish mermaid. I studied a few jellyfishes. I really like this spread because it's so colorful. And yeah, then we have some rough ideas about how this mermaid will actually turn out. And yeah, Then the next prompt on Draw Some Squad was Charlie Brown. And then I was like, gosh, are you serious? Because at this point I kind of decided to use this file in my stories, only do the style for not showing profile, or at least not show it on my profile, or at least not specific and not show it on my profile, or at least not as the first page, to get a specific aesthetic for my profile. So, and now we had a prompt again, which was cartoon characters, and I felt like I will just look up what kind of breed Scooby is, and then we'll draw Scooby in real life, and then do a little comparison over here. And Scooby is supposed to be a beagle. Didn't expect that, so I drew a beagle. By the way, it's really hard to find a beagle, an image of a beagle who is completely just white, black and white. It seems like that doesn't really exist. They also always have a bit of brown in them, so yeah. So this was that. I don't want to stay too long at one page. So, and then we had clouds. And this little me over here chilling in a cloud. So, oh yeah, jelly beans. This one is not completely finished yet. By the way, spoiler alert, this sketchbook has all the pages filled in, but are completed. I couldn't do a complete pretty sketchbook too with all the done drawings because there wasn't that much time. My time was running out because I have 2 commissions at my hand right now. 2! And the schedule is pretty tight. So as soon as those illustrations are done, I might record them in an extra short little video and then show them to you. Do a little showcase. Yeah. Okay, so here it was jelly beans. So I thought, why not doing a raven chewing on jelly beans? It's kind of fun. And yeah, I really like the outcome of this, even though I haven't drawn all the jelly beans yet. So, and this was from sometimes on Instagram. I sometimes do live streams really occasionally. And here I tried to find ideas for the next rough idea I had on mind for, because as you might be able to see, I tried to come up with a lizard guy. I really love this concept. And yeah, that artwork didn't happen yet. I hope I can manage this year, but I have so many new ideas for illustrations already. I'm not sure. So, did a few studies of them, and here the prompt was Star Wars. But then I found the actress in her older version, and I really loved this portrait. I know the newer films aren't that loved by many people. I personally have just seen the first one and I found it okay. I thought that it was a bit short-winded, can you say that, compared to long-winded? But I kind of liked it, and I still haven't watched the other ones, but I heard that from there it kind of went downhill, which I feel like it's pretty sad, because I was super excited for that. But anyway, I really liked how she looked. It's still not done yet. I want to have the skin even more photorealistic, and of course the clothes are not done and the hair, but at some point I just stopped because I had so many other things to do. But one day I want to finish this. Do I say now? And one day at my dying bed I will look at this sketchbook and see, oh no, I haven't finished it. Then we had the prompt submarine and I completely screwed it up. It's like our mermaid swimming towards... Because I didn't want to do an intact submarine. First of all, I hate to do any technical stuff, but second is I hate anything war related. If I would ever draw a submarine, it might be one that's not, or perhaps a wreck like this one, and it's pretty bad. Oh yeah, I love this one. So we had musical instruments and an electric guitar, and then I couldn't resist to draw good old Firespark, Constantine Firespark from Enderal, hitting the drums with some sunglasses on it. I can't help myself. I would like to do a complete illustration with all the main characters from Enderal playing modern instruments. But I'm super sure he would play the drums because it's just funny. This old grumpy dude playing the drums. I love this idea. I just love it. There we had cows. Really cute, and really like how those pencils are looking at the specific paper. Really nice. We had cats. Some real life studies. So I sat down in the balcony where my cat was, and then I thought I also need some more pretty looking pictures. So I did some studies of photographs on the internet. Donald Duck, and I had the same problem as before with something cartoony. Then we had Donald Duck, and I had the same problem as before with something cartoony, and I did want to show something realistic. So far, I just draw someone wearing a Donald Duck hat. I kind of really like how the colors turned out, and I really love the hat. I would absolutely wear this. I love Donald way more than Mickey because Mickey is a bit too, I don't know, he is too extroverted for my taste. Anyway. And this is how that's ended up. An abomination. I hope I still have enough battery left. So, typewriters was the next. I think, considering the fact that I'm not really good in doing anything machinery stuff and technical, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Not super symmetrical though, but a bit early on. Either I was in a waiting room at the dentist, I hate waiting rooms, or I was too early at my mini job, which is the case pretty often. So I pretty much sketchbook will need to just do a few doodles. So I first tried to do only with pen a bottle in front of me. Didn't really work out that good, and then I switched back to pencil and did a few very quick rough studies of a photo I had on my phone. So, and here we had some other studies of photos on my phone. This is German Shepherd. I said Sherman. This is great. Here are some ideas for just a few notes I did here for a certain project I haven't started yet. Here the prompt was cameras. So I kind of cheated a bit and used a way to draw the camera pretty small and just as one little thing in a whole illustration. I really love this one, and I would like to do a real illustration outside of a sketchbook once. We will see. This was another real life study at work, so at my mini job where I was too early. It's a bit of a waste of a page, but okay. So I had this mini Hanuta in front of me, and I thought, why not try to draw it? Leo, are you coming back? So Hanuta is a snack for all of you who don't know. I'm not sure. So here we had a prompt video games, and of course I needed to do something Enderal related because I'm a sucker for Enderal Forgotten Stories, but yeah, I didn't really have time to do something really awesome, so I just did the magic symbol, which is kind of the symbol for Enderal, and it's a collectible in the game world. Which is existing in two different colors, and the red ones are easier to find, the purple ones are a bit harder to find. Yeah, what is it, honey? You already hungry? How late is it? Just a few minutes, okay? Oh, come on, she's tapping at me. Oh, that's so cruel of you. So anyway, they give you some extra EP, so experience points. So I really love to collect those, and yeah, this was really glitter here. Here are some ideas for illustrations. I would love. This one is one I still haven't done, but would love to do. When I'm not too lazy, I can't promise you, because I want to get this video out. Some studies for the poses, I wasn't able to get this pose right, so someone certainly needed to pose for me. So, superheroes. Oh, Leo, stop that! Stop that! I'm not supposed to nag on that. Okay, I need to do a little break here. We'll be back soon. My cat is hungry and she comes first. Okay, see you later. Just a few seconds because of the magic of editing. And we're back. Isn't this great? So, I need to... So, here we have the superheroes, so I did some heroic poses, because I couldn't really think of a superhero I desperately wanted to draw. This is this specific Enderal illustration I did with Jesper and Sarah at the fireplace, and yeah. I tried out how it would look like in this composition. It wasn't really bad, but I've already started to draw it the other way, so I thought that's good. What do we have here? Some... A nice little illustration. It wasn't really my... And I also wanted to incorporate the raven, so yeah. So here this was also at work, at my mini job. This was a post on a magazine that was lying around. Didn't really turn out that good, and those I guess I came up with myself. Here we had the prompt pigs, so I drew a bunch of piggies. Oh, they're cute. Makes me so close to become a vegetarian. I mean, just look at these. But I'm still weak, guys. I'm still weak. So, for an illustration idea I still have in mind. Yeah, this is about to come, but I'm not sure when. And here we have watermelon, because I guess that was a prompt. Yeah, that was a prompt from Draw Some Squad, so I did a photorealistic study. Maybe it's not completely photorealistic. If you look close enough, you still can see that it's drawn, but I feel like it's pretty close. It's definitely realistic. Oh yeah, some more left-hand scribbles. Yeah, this triangle is turned out quite good. It's really drawn with left hand. Short. Turned out quite good. It's really drawn with left hand. Short. Yeah, okay. Some cylinders and yeah. Then we had to prompt books, and I had an idea for a lovely illustration but didn't have time to do it, so I just did a then some post studies again. What the hell? What is it now? Leonie's attention, and I still need to work on my commissions. So those are some notes I had for something specific. Here we had lighthouses. So I did studies of lighthouses, and then I did a little might be their living place because they kind of control the realm, or all kind of realms, so yeah, I don't know. And here I was waiting at a certain place. I was waiting at Royal Donuts to be specific, because they were interested in this one donut illustration I did and were buying it from me. So I was there waiting for the owner of the shop, so we can make a deal. This chair they had standing there. As prompt. What was this? So I came up with an idea for an illustration for this. I decided to actually draw the god. So I came up with an idea for an illustration. I guess he was as prompt. So I came up with an idea for an illustration for this. I decided to actually draw the god plural, because I guess he was the first one to have this name, so. And what do we have here? Let me see. This is... Oh yeah, this is something I still haven't done. Those are ideas for my first Draw This in Your Style artwork. I still have time to draw this because I'm still not at 100 followers on Instagram. I'm at 80 now, and I'm pretty sure that will drop again because Instagram followings love to drop. And yeah. I love to see really great drawn cityscapes like in Brody's Ghost from Mark Riley, because I don't really like huge cities, but I love the idea of a huge city getting overgrown by nature. But I love the idea of a huge city getting overgrown by nature. Nature is kind of getting back everything that was stolen from it, and here is a raven front. This is something I really need to practice a bit more. I was trying to come up with the best perspective for it. Yeah, and it's like, which one to pick? Yeah, didn't really have any idea of something to draw. So yeah, coming up with a dude washing his face like they did in all the times, and my avatar glazing on it. And here I was coming up with an illustration for another prompt, which was Winnie Pooh. The illustration turned out really lovely. I absolutely loved it. Oh yeah, this was it was a mini commission where I actually used digital art because the person didn't have so much money to spend, and my actual professionalism lies in traditional art, so I thought I could have done that digitally because I'm not so experienced in that yet. And also it's way faster and I don't use up any materials for it. So I was supposed to draw her Mass Effect character, and we decided to just do a portrait because that was the cheapest option for her. Again, thank you Marina for commissioning me and doing it again this year. I'm so hyped for this project. Here we had, what did we have? I guess the prompt was comic characters or comic heroes, something like that. So I decided to draw Will from Witch because I really love the Witch comics. I currently rereading them online because I never really got to finish them. So I just rereading from the start all the stuff that I've already forgotten. I decided to draw her a little bit more in a realistic style. It's more like semi-realism, it's not completely realism. But it was the best I could come up with. I should do a bit more witch fan art. They're really lovely. Spirit Lady from my little ghost story. I tried to incorporate everything my mother used to remember of that lady she had seen in her bedroom back when she was a child. She didn't really have a really clear memory of her anymore. And also coming up with a realistic looking face without having any reference in front of you is really hard, especially if you're not. I used to think that I guess I was completely wrong about that. In the end, the illustration turned out like, meh. I don't hate the outcome, but I also don't. And so this of so yeah, that was kind of fun. And here we have, oh, the light is running out, the light's running out, guys. Guess I need to turn on the light. Oh yeah, exactly. This is from one of the prompts from Inktober. I did use another Inktober list than the usual one, where I started to do some illustrations for my first own coloring book. It's still in the making, but I guess I can't just work on it again at next month because this month I have too many other things to do. So it will take a while until this book is finally done. But yeah, I will keep you updated about it, and when it's finally printed I will also do a whole review on it and tell you how to get it in case you are interested in a coloring book for adults. Before you get too hyped, for adults doesn't necessarily mean that there is any nudity or stuff in it. I mean, perhaps I would do a coloring book like this one day because I really love to draw boobs. We will see about this. I guess this is a habit of almost every artist. You kind of love to draw those things. Yeah. oh yeah, he was trying out the right perspective for this one. Here the prompt was the Mad Hatter, or however he is called, from Alice in Wonderland. Madness, you know. Getting them some ideas for a specific illustration I did that I have never shown before on Instagram, and I'm not really sure if I can show it because it shows nipples. Might need to censor it. It was for a specific event on Tom, which is a private community that you can join for free, full of lovely artists and colorists, and it's hosted by the awesome Lisa Metrokin. Link will be down in the description, just in case. And the event was called Freck Breast Cancer, in order to not say the other word, because they were trying to stay family friendly. So we had, oh what, how are those fellas called again in English? I forgot it. They're called Faultiere. Faultiere in Germany, in German. God. Yeah, you can't really call it the same, right? Oh my gosh. Tara, get yourself together. So, which directly translated would mean lazy animal. Lazy animals. Maybe I will get it back in my mind later. It's kind of funny, sometimes when I talk with someone in German, I tend to forget German words and only the English word of it comes to mind, because I used to talk so much in English these days for my videos and on the internet with other people. But then I'm doing an unscripted video and suddenly only the German word comes to mind. So that's pretty funny, isn't it? And here I swear there's something at this page, but you can barely see it. Oh no, the shadow of the camera is in the way. No, everything is ruined. It's just I don't even know for what. Oh yeah, this is a rough concept idea for the other coloring page that I did. It was Fox. Yeah, you can barely see anything. Oh wait, no, now you can see something. Whoop. Pumpkins! Or no, jack-o'-lanterns was the prompt, because we were close to Halloween. It's literally the only rune I know for sure, and I wanted to incorporate Hugin, of course, so yeah. These other concepts of that. Here we have some leaves. I'm pretty sure that was also a prompt from the Rasmus squad. Yeah, I did come up with an awesome trick to get in those veins. Maybe I will show this in another video. And some dragons, because I decided I really love dragons. They are like next to ravens, they would be my favorite pet. The only thing is ravens are possible to get to have as a pet sometimes. And dragons, yeah, they're a bit rare in this world, aren't they? Anyway, I love them, and I decided I don't really draw dragons. Why don't I draw dragons? I mean, of course they are a bit difficult, but yeah, I love to try come up with new creatures. So as reference for that, and try to come up with some dragon heads. Look at this, isn't this awesome? Open, close, open, close. I could do this the whole day. Open, close, open, close. Okay, that's enough. Anyway. I really should do a dragon illustration one day. I need to practice them more before that. So here we had, was it? Oh yeah, it was for another coloring page. And here we had the prompt origami on Jurassic Squad. So I did those paper cranes. All three of us came up with paper cranes. All three of us came up with paper cranes because I guess it's kind of like the most obvious thing that comes to mind to you, and also it reminds me of the sad story of Sadako. I won't tell it here, but I have it in the capture of my Instagram post from that, so if you want to read it, you can go there. Doodles and stuff, just doodling whatever came to mind. Practicing bows and coming up with a good bow for my Enderal Terra. Vegetables, they are still not, it's still one of those things that which is not completely colored, and I want to complete this because then it looks more pretty. Love it. Here we have some donuts. I love donuts, but I guess they're just sketched out. Studies of realistic facial expressions. Let's Players are always good for that. It's from a Let's Player I really like, and surprisingly it's a German one. I don't really have a lot of German people subscribed to that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, because the most content that is there from German YouTubers is not really my thing, but I really love her. The name is Marinaden Let's Plays. And she had those captures of her face in one of her Instagram posts, and I thought, like, this is a perfect study for me, so I need to do this. This one is completely screwed up. Nah, hands. The usual thing. Yeah, if you're able to speak, to understand German, or if you're learning German and have already enough, you might want to check her out. So you definitely want to check her out if you're able to understand German, like if you're a native speaker or something and don't know her yet. Check her out. She is really lovely and fun, and I think her Let's Plays are super entertaining, and I don't know, she's just lovely. Link will be in the description. If I think about it, I talked about many things that will be in the description now. Perhaps I will screw it up and forget something. I did this without reference. Just try to do a nice chocolate cake. On camera the chocolate looks a bit more reddish, I guess, but yeah. Garrus! Yeah. The Let's Play I just talked about plays some older games like Naren, which is the prequel to Enderal, and I'm really hyped within the story. I really love it. It's one of those things I'm not sure I would ever play myself, because the gameplay seems to be really annoying because you can't save when you're in the middle of a fight, and I really hate this. Annoying because you can't save when you're in the middle of a fight, and I really hate this. Because when I'm new at the game, I tend to die a lot. Anyway, I'm especially in love with this character called Garrus Vicarian. I recently found out that this species is avian, so they're birds. You kidding me? I always thought they are reptiles, and that was kind of the reasons why I loved them so much, because like I said, I love the concept of reptile people. But yeah, that kind of explains to me why their hip bones are designed in this weird way, and their whole leg situation, and why the chest is so much wider than the rest, because they are even from the male ones, the waist is pretty narrow. Which kind of looks a bit weird to me, but I guess this is the reason they are designed after a bird. Now I kind of see it after knowing it, and I guess Garrus, the name, is also kind of adapted from Garuda. Yeah. But this was kind of shocking for me. I always saw him as more reptilian-like. But anyway, I think he's pretty cool. I love his character, and the design is definitely something. I definitely love the design of the heads from the Turians. They are like my favorite race of the game so far. And yeah, enough. They are like my favorite race of the game so far. And yeah, enough mumming around. Let's jump to the next one. Shoes. This was a prompt for Draw Some Squad, I'm pretty sure. So I designed my own pumps, like I would love to have them. Green pumps with some black applications. I would love to have this. Please make it for me in a really small size, because I have hobbit feet. So this is another photograph I had on my phone from a specific dog that we know. Then we have the prompt TARDIS. I love Doctor Who, even though I haven't watched but yeah, again, something not organic. And I mean, it's kind of okay, but I felt like I screwed over and I gave up and just posted this one. So, and then we have monkeys. It's not my absolute favorite type of animals, but I'm more on the lemur side, so the half monkey. But I have a favorite monkey anyway, and this is that one. They have such a cute name in English. Which was it? I guess it was Scribble, which I found was so adorable and so much more fitting. I mean, they don't look necessarily the cuter version of Affe, monkey. And Totenkopf means death skull. And I mean, I don't know what was wrong with some German scientists who saw this thing. I guess they were like, oh, this is one of Totenkopf means death skull. And I mean, I don't know what was wrong with some German scientists who saw this thing. I guess they were like, oh, this is one of the cutest monkeys I've ever seen. We need to come up with a name that's super fitting, something that's absolutely cute. Death Skull! Yeah, that's perfect. What is wrong with us? Guys, what is wrong with us? So, and here we have a reindeer, because it was close to Christmas. And this was the next prompt on Draw Some Squad, so I did lovely reindeer. That was fun for me, because I love to draw animals and everything that's organic. And next one was playing cards. So I tried to come up with my own playing card design. It's kind of hard to do this traditionally, and digital you can just use the mirror tool and just draw one side, and the other side is instantly mirrored. But yeah, this is like the overall idea. Then at the corner of the cards there would be, instead of some hearts or crosses or whatever, there would be feathers. Kind of would love to see a deck like this. It's not perfect, but okay. So in here I did something for 2022 because we had the first day of the new year, and I decided to do a little tiger because it's the year of the tiger. And isn't he cute? Come on. And here I came up with a few designs for specific it wasn't that pretty anyway. And here we have the last page, which is shying away from it because he doesn't really like cats. Do you know what's going on when he meets Leo? Not really nice scenes, but sometimes they get along. Okay, anyway, like I said, I will show you all the pages when they have finished later on in some of the video, as soon as I have time to finish them. So let's wrap this up with a few nice words. I thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Where I will talk about all the things that I have planned for this year, and also all the things that I had actually planned for last year and didn't manage to do. We'll see how much I will manage to do this year. You know, I'm a bit slow. And I'm kind of at the point where I say, I don't care, I need to get my commissions done first. You can commission me if you want to, but in the next video, probably, because this month I'm completely closed on commissions. Leave a nice comment. I have how you found this specific sketchbook tool. Did I make it in a good way, or is really ambitious? Would you wish and take some a long time? How much did I say to do this for next year? Oh my gosh. And but as soon as next month hits, remember that you can always specific sketchbook tour. Did I make it in a good way, or would you wish for some different ways to do this for next year? Remember that you always stay nice to ravens and always stay creative. Oh my god, it's not focusing anymore. That's a clear sign for me that that I should end this. So yeah, stay nice to ravens, and I will see you next time. Bye! Oh god, this is so professional. I'm so... Oh my god. Cut. Dang it! It was written before. What?